News Act for first, the highlights. Lagos State government restated commitment to prioritize youth, women empowerment through micro-enterprise support initiative program. Nigerian Port Authority appeals to maritime workers to suspend planned strike. On the foreign scene, France President Emmanuel Macron names Gabriel Attal as Prime Minister. In sport, Super Eagles coach downplays team's friendly game loss to Guinea ahead Africa Cup of Nations. Now, the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Over 1,000 people have been empowered by the Lagos State government through the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative program of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. Speaking at the event held in Ikeja, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said his administration will continue to prioritize youth and women empowerment to reduce poverty and uplift the living standard of residents of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his deputy Abafemi Hamzat, also pledged his commitment towards enhancing skills acquisition programs and adult education to empower residents.
So I want to urge you to please utilize these tools effectively, because it is a way for us to make sure that we create wealth among our citizens. So you are expected to make judicious use of these resources so that you can always also create employment for others.
Earlier in her welcome address, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, explained that the initiative will encourage financial independence of the individuals and motivate them to contribute to the economic development of the state.
All of this training and empowerment is for financial sustainability so that they can support their family and contribute to the social economic development of the state. I restate here the Lagos State government has zero tolerance to idleness of any form.
The graduates from 19 skills acquisition centers across the state were given startup packs to further boost their skills. The Lagos State government has assured that its Red Line rail project is on course for the planned unveiling in March, with all of its infrastructure nearing completion. Given an update, Managing Director, Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata Abimbola Akeajo, expressed confidence that the deadline given by Mr. Governor will be met. Akeajo said the tracks for the rail system were 95% completed, while the 8 train stations being built as part of Red Line infrastructure were literally completed. It will be recorded that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu had assured that the first phase of the Red Line rail project will be unveiled in the first quarter of 2024. Lagos State government has urged teachers and non-teaching staff, students and pupils in the state to make the year 2024 count for excellent performance in their various teaching and learning deliveries as schools resume for the second term of the year 2023-2024 session. The Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, gave the advice when he visited some schools in Lagos to monitor student and pupils' resumption for the second term. Ali Balogun articulated the wish of the government to ensure that the limited resources of the state are deployed to ensure the safety of student pupils and school personnel in the new year. He also restated the resolve of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration to upscale school feeding programs in public schools to boost pupils' welfare, improve attendance, and reduce the menace of out-of-school children in Lagos. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Port Authority, NPA, has urged the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, MWUN, to suspend its planned strike. NPA Managing Director Mohammed Bello Koko, whom it is known, said the NPA has successfully brokered peace between the union and operators in the oil and gas industry over non-compliance with stiff during regulations. Bello Koko said at the end of the meeting, which took place at the NPA headquarters in Marina, a communique addressing the workers' grievances and subsequent suspension of planned strike action was signed. The MUWN had last week threatened to shut the nation's seaports, jetties, and oil and gas platforms over what it described as the continued refusal of the international oil companies and stevedoring contractors to comply with the extant law. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has directed an investigation into the allegations of financial mismanagement rocking the State College of Education in Laorogun. It has been alleged that a sum of 200 million naira had been mismanaged under the current governing council of the college, led by Peter Babalola, about 5 months after assumption of office. Adeleke, in a statement by his spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, has directed his chief of staff, Kazim Akinleye, to lead a committee to investigate the matter. According to him, the committee will look into the controversies that led to the accusations and counter-accusations between the chairman of the governing council, Babalola, and the college provost, Jimo Afolabi. In foreign news, Gabriel Attal has been named France's next prime minister as Emmanuel Macron aims to revive his presidency with a new government. At 34, he is the youngest prime minister in modern French history, outranking even socialist Laurent Fabius, who was 37 when he was appointed by François Mitterrand in 1984. Attal replaces Elizabeth Borne, who resigned after 2 months in office. Throughout that time, she struggled in Parliament. In sport now, Super Eagles coach Jose Pesero has played down the Super Eagles 2-0 loss to Guinea in a friendly game in Abu Dhabi. The Eagles rounded off their training camp with a friendly with the Silly National, which was their second in Abu Dhabi after earlier playing a local club side. Reflecting on the outcome of the friendly, Pesero described it as not that important. Nigeria's first game at the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire is against Equatorial Guinea on Sunday, 14th of January. And that's it on the news at 4, but just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Avoid excessive speeding. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration began community tourism initiative for... You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Over 1,000 people have been empowered by the Lagos State Government through the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative Program of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The Nigerian Port Authority (NPA) has urged the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria (MWUN) to suspend its planned strike. We also told you that Gabriel Attal has been named France's next prime minister as Emmanuel Macron aims to revive his presidency with a new government. Sports Super Eagles coach Jose Pesero has played down the Super Eagles 2-0 loss to Guinea in a friendly game in Abu Dhabi. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Coyote Mafolashiri. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Return trip starts right now.